Hey everybody, welcome back to Hidden Springs Homestead. Today, I hope you can hear me over the creek. Today, we're starting to pound in some more T-posts. We're continuing this pasture project. Wyatt and I filmed from the beginning. As I told you before, I'm not a YouTuber, just an idiot with a camera. So, I got 4 pounded in so far, and I got a couple more lined up, about another 5 or 6 lined up. So what we're doing here is continuation on the previous video, as y'all saw. So we're putting these things in. These are 6.5 foot T-posts, and we're putting them, having 56 inches exposed. So that means we've got, what, 22 inches of post in the ground. Let's see what you got going on here. So we're right next to the creek. Guys, this fence is not going to be straight. It's not going to be perfect. But that's okay. We aren't making this fence guitar string tight. I'm not keeping in huge Angus cattle that are really going to stress the fence. We're doing small sheep. And speaking of the sheep, guys, this is what they're going to have to munch on for, well, as soon as I can get this project done, which is probably going to take still several weeks. I got a lot of the T-posts already purchased, but we still need the fencing, and we still got a long way to go. But today's the first day I can get back out here and do it because, well, we had rain for like the last week and a half, and this is the first sunny day I've seen in probably like a week. So we're going to pound these things in, and we're also having to clear out some sticker bushes. So it probably is not going to translate to camera, but this thing was like 7 feet tall, and basically the only way I can foresee getting it out is using the bucket of the tractor or small children, but I'm the only one here right now, so it's just me, so I use the bucket of the tractor. And that scar will heal over. I guarantee you there's seed in there from all the birds nesting and doing their thing in that thorn bush. But this is going to go to grass here really soon, especially with how much rain we've had. Driving these T-posts, I'm actually having a little bit of a problem. If I'm not hitting a rock and stopping suddenly, I'm going actually too deep. But I'm going to get this started and pound a few more in. I might show you some of my manual labor. But let me show you what the background noise, all that is. This is the background that I get to enjoy while pounding these posts in. And this is going to run literally the entire way of everything I'm going to be doing today. But I'm going to get to it. Also, you guys that know a lot about livestock and all, like, is this a cherry tree? I know this isn't. This is maple. But I think that's a cherry. And those of y'all that have livestock know you don't want black cherries. I think that's a black cherry, and I want it gone. I got another one that looks just like it over here. I got a plant identifier app on my phone. I might identify it later. Have to take a picture of it, take it back to the house, because I don't have service way out here. But those of y'all that know livestock know you don't want that cherry once it starts wilting. If a tree branch gets knocked down, what's it got? Cyanide, I think it is, in it. So I'm gonna have to find somebody to take those down before I actually fully get this thing done. Who knows? Kevin, maybe you want that thing? It's like almost 2 foot diameter. I know you got a mill. You'd love that thing. There's no one right over here. Come get it. But I'm going to start pounding some things in, and of course I forgot my tripod. So I'm going to walk up to the house, get my tripod, and show y'all me doing some labor. And I've got a little area up here that I'm going to have to clear out some rocks with. But this is some tough pounding, guys, because literally we're right next to the creek. What's the creek got? Rocks. And again, we grow rocks here. So yeah, the fence isn't going to be straight. And they're not going to be all perfectly evenly spaced. I would love it if I could get them all perfect 12-foot spacing. But you know what? That's not in the plan. And So we're going to do what we can. But let me get started again. So I just broke off a stick to show the depth that I want. So I can fill it up without doing the stick. So everything above the stick is going to be in the ground. Well, on the bottom side. And before we put the fence up, I'm going to come back through here and we're going to trim all this stuff out. Oh, we are on a rock. Oh, we're going up against the rock. That's why it's bending. Alright, the purpose of that was to try and get some of these big surface rocks out of the way. That proved to be rather difficult. We don't have a big enough tractor to really dig under. That's more of a job for like a skid steer with a grapple to pick them up. But we got our our tape measure stretched out for another 3 posts. His first post, like I said, guys, without being, it's not going to be perfectly spaced because it's going to be right on the other side of that little bush thing. So just on the other side of that is where that next post is supposed to go. And then the next one is right about at the base of that tree. So we'll feel around and see what we can get pounded in. Hey, that works pretty well. And now I got another nice straight stretch. Let me see the damn line. So I can see the fence is going a little bit. I mean, I'm having to go around rocks and trees. It is what it is. But I got a pretty decent straight stretch heading this way now. So depending the rocks in the ground, but daggone, these big old bayberries. I didn't realize I was hooked up on a root. I think it came out of the sycamore here. But it's just one root and it's not too big, so it shouldn't hurt the tree at all. It's got reserve. Alright, well, I want to get that stretch done, and it's starting to look like rain, and my belly's telling me it's lunchtime, so I want to go inside, get me a little something to eat. But we've got, so we did 14 posts. One did not have the spade at the bottom, and I knew I had one in that whole batch that the spade was off of it, which is fine because I'm knocking the spades off to do the bracing. So I really didn't need it anyways, and I was looking for that one. So I'll just keep that one on the side, so now that I know where it is. And we did 14 posts before lunch. That's not bad. My triceps are going to be killing me tomorrow. But I think that's going to do it for this one, guys. Part 2 of the fencing project, which is probably going to be, well, if I'm doing 15 posts at a time, this is going to be a long stretch. So I'm probably not going to show me just pounding posts in all the time. It might just be maybe another corner bracing or something. You can see we still got that big maple branch we got to clean up. But it's not necessary in order to open up the patch. I can clean that up later. Not a big deal. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Please consider subscribing. Give me a like, thumbs up. And, just watching some guy who never grew up farming try to do homestead and farming related activities. We do have another project coming up where we got a land plane from a friend of ours. And that's going to be another episode of Andrew tries to do stuff with his little tractor with equipment that's way too big. But thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you coming in. And as always, God bless you guys.